then we can start with the summary. Who thinks I can summarize where we were last time? Not all at once. So we are at the end of Emissary Lost, which is the first book of the big campaign. First year, the Icons campaign. I'm pretty sure that we will actually finish it this time. Last time we didn't quite finish it because basically tried to attack these hospital ruins in the swamp where they were abducting people to. But they beat you back. There were too many of them. Yeah, they were just too strong for you. At the end of Emissary Lost, which is the first. Sorry, was that comment to me or was that background conversation?
That might have been me switching the stream on.
All right, I heard myself there. Interesting. Hey, we have somebody watching the stream. Thanks, Sue. Right. So you try to attack this place. However, this place was strongly defended. More people kept coming. So you ran away. You hid in the jungle again for a little while. You called your friend, Akuba, I think she was called.
Yep.
And got her to help you with a drone strike, basically to distract people. Now you don't know how successful it's been. You saw some people running out of the ruins. But they might still be around. You then went to the West Wing. Hopefully you can see that on Foundry now. Went into the West Wing here that you previously hadn't looked at, and found some more prisoners. And these prisoners were in poor state, so you basically tried to look after them a little bit, help them out a little bit, and then send them away to say, hide back there in the jungle, get out of here. And for story reasons, we'll just say that Dr. Reyes went with them. Because Dr. Reyes, this player, will not be joining us today. So, off the board, actually. Yes, she took the medically injured with her, and she provides the expertise, of course, of making sure that everybody is healthy and well looked after. So, anything else? What else have I forgotten?
I think the bit which you conveniently got summarised in the chat.
Yep.
Yes.
That massive paragraph of text, I think sums it up.
Oh, there's much more to come.
Stop being lost.
You think? Is it emissary found now?
Well, probably.
Oh, let me just retrieve that for myself, for my own notes again. I can put that on the big screen again. Not just in the chat. Where have I got it? Session plan is linked in here. And it is Messenger's Whisper. I don't mean the chocolate bar. So, have you reread that in the chat?
Yep.
So as you approach the door at the end of the corridor, what happens? Basically, just as you were opening it, there was a huge whoosh of cold wind coming from behind you, going right through your bones and chilling you to the bone. And then this room opened in front of you, and with your torches, that's what you found. You saw the description already. There's a little bit of, it's more than flavor text. It's a whole meal rather than just a little case go. So hopefully you will find that's not too boring in a minute. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff happening now because there's more visions before we can really get into it. But I'm pretty sure that, as I said, we will be finishing this today. So all draws to a close. But before we, however, get into that, any more questions, any more comments on what might have happened or not? One comment. I don't know whether you can hear that and see it. I've got here a tray, glass beads, and they are your darkness points today. I've got a wholesome, really wholesome, it's probably the biggest I've had for a while, 17 darkness points. Beginning of last session, I think we had 14. I tried to spend quite a few. I have 17 currently, and I've got a whole bag here. More darkness points. So let's see what you do with them today. Any other questions or comments?
No, sorry, I lost connection to the game. It logged me out.
You're still showing online. Do you want me to kick you so you can log back in?
No, I've just rejoined.
Oh, you did. Okay. So let me just check something briefly. How many of you have got any mystic powers, like points in mystic powers? I know Khalil does.
I don't.
You don't, Saya?
Nope.
No. So you're slightly safer. So Khalil comes back down to you. But everybody gets this time. Just a little extra bit for Khalil. So let us begin our story, our last chapter, hopefully, for this bit. So, you look at this room. Oh, yeah, let me. I created a new scene for you. Let me take you there. That was a good hour today. Scene. So, can you see that scene?
Yep.
Now, the idea is that this is really what I was describing last time in the chat. Yeah?
I can see a number of hideously defaced rugs.
Yes, I know. I had to deface them just for you. Wash this out, wash this out. As long as there's no hole in them. So, where were we? Let me get this text here. I'll probably do it bit by bit so you can read it as well as I do. So, suddenly, it appears as if your body and the room, the whole room here, vibrate in harmony. And you experience a moment of perfect stillness. Oh, sorry, I forgot something. Let's restart that. Okay. As you stand above the emissary's mummified body, that's really what I want. The steel bed suddenly begins to shake, and the suit in the air forms a whirlwind above the body. A shrill, high note intensifies inside you, all of you, not just Khalid. Blocking out the other sounds, and you feel yourself starting to vibrate. A throbbing headache sets in, and your skin begins to crawl as the whirlwind of soot and dust suddenly envelops you. It appears, and this is mainly for Khalid, but not everybody, it appears like this is like chanting. You hear loud chanting behind all these tones. It appears as if your body and the room vibrate in harmony, and you experience a moment of perfect stillness. Fire bursts forth from the emissary's dark eyes and mouth, and you're blinded by a bright light as the ground beneath your feet disappears, and you're transported somewhere far away. Regain your senses, surrounded by terraced fields and high crops. Farther down in the lush green valley, you see a small group of white spherical buildings in perfect rows. Two pale suns chase each other across the blue sky. On the horizon, three enormous ziggurats reach for the heavens. The wind chime can be heard somewhere in the distance. You hear singing behind you, and spot someone approach you across the field. The song is in a foreign tongue, but it moves you deep. Singer, on the other hand, seems quite ordinary. A short, androgynous-looking person dressed in a long yellow robe, simple floral embroideries in white and gold, held together at the waist with three white ribbons. A red shawl covers the shoulders. A simple hat in many colors protects the shaved head from the sun. Tattoos of scrolling vines on the forehead and cheeks, contrasted in gold against the black skin, frame a friendly smile in a withered face. Singer bows courteously and addresses you, leaning on a short walking stick. They say, dude. We meet at last. You must pardon me the circumstances, but my vessel has been destroyed and can no longer speak for me, poor bastard. I was able to repair both the damage from the gas giant's fume and withstand the martyr's futile attempts at torturing me, but it would seem that our ancient nemesis finally caught up with me. Singer looks up towards the hastily darkening sky. A thunderstorm comes rolling down the mountainsides, and the wind picks up as the gentle rain begins to fall. We don't have much time. The enemy have advanced their plan much further than expected. The Tawan incident was just the beginning. Ding, ding, hopefully. Its agents are awakening. Hang on. The white butterfly will continue to chip away at the barricade you built all those years ago. Its agents are awakening, and my siblings are in danger. We had hoped to reach you sooner, but the song wasn't strong enough. Together, we hope to stir your forgotten memories and ready you for the coming storm, but the winged shadow threatens everything. Will you fall too, like I have? I am but an echo of my true self, a winged songbird whose frail notes only live in the vibrations of temple windows, in the heaving breath of marble floors, and in the sighing of the wind. Without the others, the song will never be strong enough, and without the song, there's no hope of a third horizon. Clouds above us suddenly lit up brightly from behind, and deafening bang reverberates through the valley. The singer looks up and then turns to you again with a troubled look and piercing eyes. The butterfly sought to destroy me by sapping energy from the darkness. Something is about to break through. We will meet again, but you must return home now. The singer bows again, and a blinding flash of light later, you find yourselves back at the hospital in the Sultra, next to the emissary's dead body. The air above the bed vibrates, and an impossible crack appears at the heart of the vibrations, around which light seems to ripple and bend. Powerful wind roars through the room as the rip widens and flaps of darkness unfold, fluttering like flags in a storm. The emissary's body is torn to shreds, making mess on the soft furnishings. As if it was a slip of paper, and the dark flaps gather to form a grotesque entity crowned in a halo in all the colors of the rainbow. A creature of absolute darkness hisses at you, evoking primordial memories of everything mankind has ever feared. And here's a picture. Pop up.
Yep.
Nothing so far from me. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
No, it doesn't look good.
So,
It also doesn't look like it's surrounded in all the colours of the rainbow. This is false advertising here somewhere.
there was a ripple around the edges of the rip. That wasn't the thing here. Swirling darkness.
Hello.
So, hello! You just missed all the story time.
Oh no.
That's all right. It's all in the chat
Don't worry.
if you want to read it. So let's see. And there's the swirling darkness.
Well, I am feeling a pressing need to leave.
Really? Let's make it slightly smaller. This darkness looks slightly too big for me. So, the door slammed shut behind you. Did I mention that? The door slammed shut
No, you
behind you.
didn't, no.
I imagine Sire's about to find that out.
And this thing is swirling around you. Currently, it's not the size of a person, you reckon. First reactions.
Holy crap. I think we need... that does not look good.
It doesn't look friendly.
Now, you
I
have
think we
about...
need to-
You can each say one thing. That's all you've got time for. So don't start long conversations and say, oh, look, it's swirling left, not right, and stuff. So, one thing you can react to. One thing you can say.
Well, I think we have to get out of here. About covers it.
Okay, Kelly?
We should leave.
Okay, Tahir?
We need to get. We need to leave.
Need to leave. You all say need to leave. Okay. Aya?
Well, I hear them saying we need to leave. Okay, I'm ready to leave.
You're all wanting to leave. You run towards the door, and it is shut. Fell into the lock behind you. You're scrambling to open it. And what happens is this cloud here, and I'm going to put you all into initiative order now. This cloud here is moving towards you. slowly drifting towards you. So I've got you on it. And that's correct. Oh.
So it's the black thing in the middle of the room.
That's, if you just read the chat, there are lots of blocks, but if you read one of the last bits,
Oh my god,
it'll tell
it's
you.
too small. Oh, it's
It'll
too
tell you.
small.
You can zoom in,
Hang
yeah.
on. Zoom in, yeah.
Oh, look, you're all frozen with fear. You all had almost all of you have a 1 in initiative. Frozen with fear. So this thing comes towards you and swells in size. Sort of pulses and swells in size and grows, and the outer shell of this darkness, the shadows, basically reaching you, all of you, as it comes towards you. So
I
that's
think this is
the
open
cost-
up with a thermal carbine time.
all right. That's what you want to do, is it? Oh, I have to read my notes again. What does that cost me? Do that. Yeah, just one. No darkness points. 16 left to go. Right, so you, Khalil, you're next.
Yes. Am I?
Yeah, you are the first of your party to unfreeze and think, oh dear.
Okay, well, I don't think I have anything which enables me to fight this at any kind of psychic level. So I'll just have to do what I can do at the physical level. I'll pull my pistols and shoot at it.
Uh-huh. What sort of pistols are they again?
Best right, handguns,
Just normal handguns.
as far as I know.
Okay.
If anybody has blessed them recently, I would appreciate it, but I don't think I have.
I just need to check something. Who's got a talisman on them?
I have. I don't know if it's the right kind of talisman. I doubt it.
You have a talisman on you.
I have
That's
a
really-
talisman.
Mine last week.
And it is blessed, isn't it? I assume. It is freshly made. Saya, have you got any talis people?
Everyone should have a talisman unless they used it. Except me, who used it.
Yeah, I
You
don't
used-
have one listed.
No,
I
you should
remember
have
you
one.
handing out some yesterday, last time. I do remember that.
Yeah, well,
I'll give
I
everybody
don't
one
have
apart
so-
from he himself.
What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
make
talisman
one for
was it?
everybody.
I didn't catch that because you...
Yeah, I've made one. I made one for everybody because.
Including yourself.
Well, yeah, but I used mine last week.
Okay, so you currently don't have one. Tahir, what were you saying? Sorry, Khalil. What were you saying?
I was just saying, what sort of talisman is it? Because I don't think I got any detail. I was just given a talisman.
You
That's the
choose
makeup.
one skill.
I'm sorry?
You choose one skill which you wanted a +1 once.
Or you can just keep
okay.
it because it might protect you. Okay, so Tahir, what do you want to do? You want to shoot. Get your weapons out. That's your one action point. Draw your weapons, and then you can start attack. And then you don't have anything left. Or you can do get your weapon out, do big shot, and keep one action left. One action point. For dodging or somewhere left.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick shot.
Moment. Khalil first. Did I say Tahir again?
Yes, you did.
Right, Khalil, you're first.
Okay, well, I'll shoot it then.
You shoot at it.
I had my pistol out because we were going into an unexpected room, but I haven't done any other kind of preparation like aiming or anything like that. So I guess that's a quick shot, isn't it?
No, not necessarily. If you had your weapon out already, you can have
Oh, okay.
normal shot. Normal shot.
Okay, cool. I shall take a shot then. With my Vulcan pistol. Live long and prosper. One success.
All right. One success.
I'm not sure if I want to re-roll yet. It may not be of any use.
What sort of damage would that normally be?
Sorry, you broke up there. You were
What
asking
sort
something.
of damage would that normally be?
It's just a Vulcan pistol, so it's oh crap. That is initiative 1, damage 2, crit 2, range short.
Remember it correctly, it's 2.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you shoot at it. This bullet, this little rocket-propelled bullet, because the Vulcan bullets are rocket-propelled, zooms through it. It actually, at some point, roughly somewhere in the cloud, it does go woof. But you don't see any effect other than some of the swirl opening up a little and then collapsing back into it again.
That could mean it is damaged and I just can't see it, or it could, as you say, mean that nothing happens. I've got no way of knowing, have I?
You have no way of knowing. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Move.
You move into the corner. Then?
And that's it. I think I could shoot this thing, but it looks like what, a cloud?
It looks like a swirling mass. Let me just show you the picture again.
And it did climb out of the emissary's body, didn't it?
It clawed its way through it, essentially, yes. Let me just show you that again. How was it? Let's just whisper. And then here. Hopefully you can see it. You see it?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So you're cowering away from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Saya.
I would like to try and get this door open. Possibly with the aid of a Vulcan carbine.
Tell me what you do. It's a sturdy door, but it's not metal.
Well, in which case I'm going to try and shoot the lock out.
All right, just do a normal attack. You probably step back a bit, and you're very, very close to this beast now. I will need to know where you are. That's good to know. Move you slightly there. Okay, so you shoot the door. Vulcan carbine is 3 damage.
Yep.
All right, let's have a look. You shoot the lock out. The door's still closed. There's a hole in it, but that's nice. Okay, so you move back a step, turn around, you shot it. Normal shot, so that's you done, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, here. What's your plan?
Right. Okay. I'm basically moving over here. And as I'm doing that, I take a quick shot with my thermal carbine.
Thermal carbine. Yeah. Who's got the dog in the background? Must be Elena.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Don't worry about it.
It's not my dog, it's neighbours.
I just sounded Italian.
Mute.
So, with all that panic, you do a quick shot and you don't hit anything. We should have some more dramatic music, shouldn't we? Let's stop that for a moment. And I think I wanted for that. So, oh dear, what are we going to do to here? This thing is now size 2. And what is it? Let's see. I think yeah, I think it will do this. A swarm of dark folds whirls around and through Saya, sort of lashes out some of this shadowy stuff towards her. Attack automatically hits and inflicts stress depending on the creature's current size. So, it costs me 1. So what it means is you can do an empathy or mystic powers test, Saya. The equivalent of armor. You didn't have mystic powers, did you?
No. So it'd just be a straight empathy.
Straight empathy. Okay, so that takes 1 of that away.
Oh, that's good. There. How much is that in total?
That's a good question. Actually, this fold lashes out at you, tries to envelop you, but as soon as it gets very close to you, as soon as you basically can feel it hitting you, it seems to recoil from you, and you feel a flash of heat from the talisman that you're actually wearing around your neck. Yeah, and you know usually that's when a talisman is spin. So you don't get any damage because you have that defense. Okay. Elia. Elia, your turn.
What do you mean?
Your turn.
That could be my turn. I acted first. We haven't all attacked, have we?
Yes, you had all have you had you go.
Blimey, that was fast.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to keep it up, even though I think that was a bit slow.
Fair enough. I have got absolutely no idea how we can fight these things. We don't have anybody who can do any kind of psychic attack against it that I know of.
Psychic attacks.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in any way vulnerable to this kind of thing. Or
Possibly, but what sort of attack have you got in mind?
Well, that's the point. We don't have anything.
Well, in that case, you can try and push it away with your telekinesis and see whether that helps.
I don't think I can, actually.
Well.
Because I'm fairly certain the rules say that telekinesis can't be used in combat.
You can try and push the door open. You can try and shoot a couple more holes in the shadow, or maybe
the door
the
is bigger than tiny, so I probably can't. But I would, if my GM is telling me to give it a go, I will give it a go. I will reach out with my telekinetic powers and try to exert a force against the door in such a way that it might open. Maybe on the hinges or something like that.
Let's have a look. Because the lock has been shot out. Oh, Mystic Power roll?
Yep. Hang on. Two successes.
Okay. Now the door actually creaks open. It's half open.
Quick, somebody put a foot in it before it changes its mind.
You still have a one action point left. If you want to run with that, you can run into the corridor.
I shall give that an attempt then.
We might, however, have to change map in a minute then. I haven't made every room like this in the whole place. You can? Okay, so you go over here and you run out of the room. Yeah?
Yep. Quick, everyone. We have an opportunity. Let's take it.
Your turn. Yeah.
Right. What's this table here?
That seems to be some sort of chemical workbench. You're not quite sure what it is.
And this is?
That's some sort of medical analysis unit, which seems to be some cables hanging out of it and seems to be maybe not quite working. Reckon that this used to be an operation theatre, this place?
I was wondering if there is any clues on one of these tables on how to re-put this thing inside the body.
Yeah, probably not, but you could spend some time looking around if you like.
Yeah, but I heard him saying loud that the door is now open, so... Perhaps we should flee and think later.
Perhaps that's wise, yeah.
By the way, if anyone's got a camera, it might be a really good idea to get some evidence of this.
So I don't know how much I can move, but I got to the door. Presumably that's the door, yeah?
Yeah, that's the door. So you can easily spend one action to get to the door and another to run away.
Yeah.
Or to shoot at it, snipe at it, whatever you want to do. You run into the corridor as well. Oh, somebody closed the door. Okay. Remove this. Talisman of you. Okay, so you run out of the room. It's fine. I'll put you on the other map in a minute, all of you together. That
Yep.
brings us to Saya. There's now a useless talisman.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here now the door's open.
Okay. You're running away as well?
Yep.
Move roll whether you can avoid the tentacles of this thing. Shadowy flaps that are coming out.
Will be dexterity.
Yes, you can. Jump
I'm out of here.
back underneath the flaps that come out at you. They are really strange looking. They're sort of two-dimensional. The edge on, you can't actually see them. Yeah, it's only when they turn around a little bit you can see the sort of ribbons of shade, of shadow, of darkness. So you're out in the corridor. Tahir,
Yes.
what's your plan?
Right. Everyone's out.
Everybody's run away.
That's it. I had this epic brave thing where I
Go on.
well, I basically distracted it so everyone get out, but that's what I was preparing for.
Epically brave, that's fine.
Right. So this is a window, isn't it?
They are windows, but they're boarded up.
Bubba.
You can probably shoot through them. Smash through them, but they're boarded up. The only light that comes into this room is from a sort of a dome, a glass dome above it. But it's really murky, really...
So it's a glass dome.
glass dome above a good deal above the operating table, basically.
Right, okay.
But it's all faded and it's all dirty.
Is somebody thinking jetpack?
No, actually, my plan was I'm going to go with my plan because that's what I was going for. The whole reason I moved over here was basically so I could shoot it and yell at it. Basically, oi!
Over here.
It's all dark and ugly. And then my plan is to do a full aimed shot.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that would have distracted so everyone get out. And now I'm sticking to that. And then
Go for it. Full aim shot. One success.
I'm gonna pray. It's for 14.
Oh, I'm getting a darkness point back. Hang on.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go.
There we go. 4 successes. That's a bit better, isn't it? So it doesn't armor. Okay, 3 get through.
Okay, so should we go for critical or damage? What do you think, people? Critical
I
or
would
damage?
recommend damage.
Okay, 6 damage then.
This is very sort of non-physical, this thing. Yeah, and critical. How do you shoot, I don't know, the shoulder or something like that. So how many?
6.
Oh, ouch. 6 damage. 6? Really? What are you shooting with?
Well, it's a thermal carbine, so 4. I've got total of 3 successes.
The bright light of the energy beam coming out of your thermal carbine seems to actually burn a hole through this beast. It flaps about, it sort of roils into itself, but then it starts shooting towards you, moving towards you. So, and it's its turn, so it's going to move. And again, it reaches its
It seemed a good
shadow.
idea at the time.
Sorry? I didn't catch that. Was it important?
It seemed a good idea at the time. Basically,
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Everyone
I'm
got away.
sure.
Basically, Saya.
Oh, let's have a look. That's the wrong one. It tries to darken your mind as well. Yeah, so it's going to cost me one of those. And you can, again, roll your Mystic Power stroke Empathy as a defense against it. But you'll
Right.
get some stress points out of it.
Okay.
Tax your
Come on,
mind.
guys. You know you love me.
Okay, you lose 3 mind points.
Yes.
Which means that, like, panicky stress that you're building up. This is not attacking you physically. This is attacking your mind straight away.
No. That's it's one of my weaknesses. My many, many weaknesses.
Right, so I might have to move you all to the other map. Because we've got some people running away in the corridor.
My next go, what I'm planning to do is take off my jetpack and basically fire ahead of me with a thermal carbine to blast a hole straight, weaken the glass dome.
All right. So this will not be as pretty, but we're over there, and the rest of you are all by the door. So that's why we'll carry on, and then I move you across to the other room. Yeah. Now you've got more room to run away.
Run away. Run away.
And I have to put you back into initiative. Carry that across. So let me just make sure that we
I'm
maintain.
last. Khalil was first.
No, the beast was first, actually.
Tried.
So you had. I have to do this manually. It takes a moment. You won't get the same number, but you'll get the same order.
By the way, whoever left the room last, please do try to shut the door after you. Let's have some manners here.
Yeah, that's very important. And so that should be the right order now. This thing, what is it going to do? Let's see. On a 1 or 2, it'll go after you again. But you hurt it majorly. Otherwise, it will run away. Or it will follow the people down the corridor. Okay, it'll follow the people down the corridor. It seems to recoil from you a little bit. And hungers for the people out here. Might actually just... No, never mind. So it comes after Khalil. Khalil, you haven't moved a long way yet. It moves fast enough, I think. Let me just double check its speed. Not to be unfair. Moves 20 meters per action, easily. So it comes into the store. You're just pushing the ladies out of the way. No, sorry, Khalil, you were the first through the door, weren't you?
Yes, because I opened it.
Who was last through the door? Was it Saya or was it Yaya?
It was Saya.
Saya. So,
Frank, it's all black for me. Is that supposed to be like that?
no? Case of doubt. Can the others see him out?
Yep.
I can see a map, yeah.
In case of doubt, just hit F5 to refresh. Refresh the screen. You should have vision here. Just like everybody else.
Refreshing.
Give you a bit more light. Okay, so instead, it'll reach for Saya again. Saya. You're the closest. These flaps reach for you, trying to reach into your mind, and they waken all those fears of the darkness between the stars you have encountered before when you were out there. On the Ghazali, for example. So, can you do me an empathy roll? I need to print another one of these. Oh, look at that. You get 1 mind damage. Only 1 point. That was really well rolled.
Yes, I'm clearly trying to make myself feel better by really focusing on cushions at this point.
Oh, those rugs, they look terrible. Right, Kalia, what are you doing? Are you moving full pelt or?
I'm running. And
Okay.
with any luck, the rest of you are following.
You can get roughly to where I'm pinging. If you want to run in a straight line, or you can run down the stairs to the side.
I can't remember where those stairs lead.
Those stairs lead
We
to
were
the big
assuming they were
hall.
leading down to the main entrance, weren't
Yeah, where you were fighting before.
we? Yep, alright, let's leg it down there then.
You want to go to the entrance hall, or you can go straight down the corridor where you climb through the wall.
I'm getting the impression that staying in a straight line may be a bad idea. It leaves you open to being targeted, whereas going down there,
Okay.
unless
moving
it
then.
follows me.
Move yourself then.
Okay,
You can just use numpad if you've got that enabled and you walk yourself down. Good old games. Oh, don't take the wrong turn though.
which one?
Let me put you about here. Let me put you.
Yes, okay.
That's where you want to be?
Ideally, yes.
Okay. So let's have a look. You run down there full pelt. You don't know what that is. That is following you at all. Oh, how's he gone? And you see a figure standing on the opposite stairwell from you. And you've seen him before. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? It is this guy who you were fighting before. In this big, shiny, slightly glowy armor. He's standing there looking at you. And you run in, panting a little bit, and look at him. What happens between you, we'll find out next time.
Really no time to fight. Leaving now. You should too.
You shouted him, do you?
No, just yelling at him as I'm running past him.
Okay. Yeah.
We're running away!
You saw Khalil basically run down the corridor, and then you turn into the stairwell. Can you see it now?
If I move, perhaps because the light doesn't show everything.
No. Khalil turned into the corridor there.
Yeah, okay.
Saw him there, but the way you came into this building was right at the far end of this long hallway you just ran down.
Oh yeah, I remember now, yes.
And so do you want to stick with him?
I follow Khalil.
You follow Khalil. Okay, so just put yourself next to him. And also, you see at the far side here, you see this guy.
Oh, I jump back. Can I jump back through that corner?
You can. You can recoil. Pariah.
I will take the same approach. I will beg yourself to the two of them.
Okay, you were so good with your empathy that I won't make you make a move roll. Let's run.
Okay. There they are.
Okay, so next. They're here.
Right. Okay. Wait. Smokey, stop picking on me. Right. I am going to take a shot at the glass dome, first of all. It's going to be a quick shot.
It's big. You won't miss that.
Well, it was basically to try and make a hole in a good place.
You successfully make a hole in a good place.
Okay. Would it be a quick action or a standard action to take off with my jetpack?
I say quick action to take off, and then you can move a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
so basically fly up through it, standard action, so I can't do anything else with that shot.
Pretty much.
Okay. Would you like a dexterity roll or anything?
Yeah, sure. Let's see how far you get with this, or whether you hit the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. You are fine. You clear the roof. You're hovering above the roof, or do you want to fly anywhere else?
I'm going to fly above the roof. The idea being that I'm above it, because what I'm planning to do is fire down into it to try and distract it next round.
All right, so you want to...
That was a dex rather than a piloting roll, because the jetpack gives you a bonus to dexterity.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, you've flown up there. Now, what will the thing do? Look around at you? It doesn't have any eyes, but will it stay here? Will it move somewhere else? Find out. Oh, did you close the door behind you, by the way?
No.
Okay. Right. So what shall I do? Let's have a look at the stats again. All right.
And as I'm flying up, I'm going, for the icons! Not only pretty, I'm a superhero.
I think on a 1 or 2 again, it will stay with you. Otherwise, it will hasten down the corridor. That is a 1. So it stays here. It comes after you a little. But still within reach. It's trying to reach for you. How far did you fly away?
Well, hopefully the full movement, but I wasn't sure how long that would.
Don't know. What's the jetpack movement? Let's say 10 meters.
I checked. It doesn't actually list it.
Ah, well. Okay. Let's say you're about 10 meters away from it. It's coming towards you, and I will let it attack, but I'll say it'll have to roll this time.
It was nice knowing everybody.
Let's see. So it lashes out at you, but it doesn't reach you.
Because I have 1 mind point now.
You just go a
Be
bit
more
crazy.
positive.
That's a mental critical then you get.
Uh-huh.
Trauma.
As long as your brain doesn't fall out, I can fix you.
You think. All right, down here in this corridor, in the old hall here, you've got this chap standing on the other side, looking at you in disbelief and raising his weapon. Yeah, and he just shouts across with an amplified voice from this power armor he's wearing, shouting at you, "Surrender and put down your weapon right now!" Here, what's your answer?
We're not in combat with him at the moment, yeah?
You're not in combat, he just shouted at you.
Great. I'm going to use stop on him.
Okay. Give me darkness point back.
Yep. And I'm going to stop on him so that when he raises his gun and points this at us, it's going to drop out of his hand. He's accidentally loosened his grip on it. That's the sort of thing you can use stop for. You can't use it for obvious stuff like making him not be out of fire or anything, but you can use stop for that purpose, I believe.
Okay. He stops for a moment. He lowers his weapon. Doesn't fall out of his hand, but he does lower it and says, "Where am I? What was I doing? What was I doing?" That sort of thing.
We should leave. There's something nasty coming our way, and I'm not sure if it's on your side, our side, or anybody's side, but I'm getting the hell out of here. You should too. Just a thought. Bye.
You still have, if you want to, 1 action point left, so you can still move a bit.
I will keep running.
Okay.
I'm saying this on the hoof. I'm not sort of skidding to a halt and saying, "Listen, you should do this." I am continuing to run.
Yeah, but the mystic power takes a moment. So you can get roughly with 0-3s, so onto this balcony here. And get out there.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, move yourself out there then. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Where can I go? Did you say on the balcony down about there?
Roughly where the number 3 is.
Oh, right, okay. I'll take it.
Okay, so... you witnessed this. You can run while Khalid is talking if you like, or you can run further, or you can stop as well and do something else and hide and stay in cover.
I stay in cover. Is that what I could do?
Yeah, you could, if you just
I
want to
like
run,
to come here.
just want to plain run, basically you can run all the way out into the garden
But
path.
there,
Roughly where I'm pinging.
then there,
Yeah, can go up to here.
and then there. Oh, no.
That's 30 meters. You have to walk around the corner there because there's a wall. There you go.
Oh, okay.
30 meters. That's how far you can get.
This one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So that takes us to Saya.
I'm going to follow Yaya.
Okay. And do that, no problem. That takes us to Tahir.
Right. Okay. So, I'm going to use 2 actions worth of flight to, fly away. And take a quick shot at it with thermal carbine, if that's okay.
Do you want to do the quick shot first before flying away? Because otherwise your range
That
might be
makes sense.
difficult.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
I think so.
Nice, kind GM. Okay, here we go.
Bribery and corruption.
I didn't. That sounded really sarcastic. I didn't mean it. So here we go.
I can not with
Going
you.
basically flying this sort of way.
You can fly long. Let me move it to the other side of the wall. You can move a long way while you're flying. Let's say you've got 20 meters per action, so you can get up to 40 meters away, which is almost. Oh, you could reach Khalil almost.
Oh right, I didn't know where they were, so I'm actually going to fly this way then.
Okay.
Trying to lead it away.
If there are any walls in the way, just tell me, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I can hop you over them. Okay.
There's
Now,
lots of yeehaws, an equivalent in Arabic.
I don't know. What's Mohammed might be able to tell us. What's the equivalent of of yeehaw in Arabic, Mohammed, if you're listening. Mohammed is Egyptian, so he knows this sort of stuff. So we have this beast flying out through the roof and following you. I might just take the rotating shadows off because they annoy me a little bit. Even though they're a cool effect. I think I might just take them out. You can see the actual token underneath it. Just need to make it a bit bigger. Token. There we go. So it's flying after you, and it can also move 20 per action. You didn't fly 3 actions, did you?
No.
So, Mohammed, how do you say in Arabic, yeehaw? When you're flying away in a jetpack at top speed. So, it will still attack you. But because you are still at a distance, I will have to roll again. My own rule doesn't say so in the book. As you say, nice GM. Oh, it doesn't reach you. Those shadowy fingers try to reach you, but they don't quite.
In my mind, it's basically I'm dodging and weaving through the sky.
Yeah, indeed, you are. It's a bit like kiting, isn't it?
Yep. That is actually the idea.
You're high as a kite.
If it was going after someone else, I'd be free to shoot it and probably kill it. But I can't help but be the hero. And anyway, God,
you have not
decided I need
afraid.
to start being slightly more reckless instead of planning. It's the trouble when you have the icon as the traveller, who's all about plans. It's a bit hard to both be plan and reckless at the same time.
Mohammed says the best way to say is yalla, which I actually knew somewhere. Like, go for it, yalla! Or you can go for with yeehaw. Yeehaw works as well.
Yeah, yalla! That sounds good.
Or yippee-ki-yay. Right, so let's see, Khalil. Have you convinced him? Or does he shake himself out of it? I think he shakes himself out of it and runs after you, but he doesn't shoot you yet. So he approaches you. Shouts at you, "What have you unleashed?"
It's what you've unleashed, you idiots.
What have you unleashed? We must fight it. Darkness between the stars, we must fight it, he shouts at you. Help me.
Well, it's your fault, you fight it.
Well, your turn. Is that what you say and walk away?
No, that's what I say and keep running.
I mean, run away.
How far can I move again?
If you take all your actions, it's 30 meters.
I'll do that then.
But, you can basically almost... Yeah, to roughly the sort of the graph craft.
That sounds good. I'll go to one of those, thank you.
Yeah. There's only
It's
one
time
left.
we were leaving.
Only one left of those. You're just running away from this? That's not fair, is it?
I think it's very fair.
Yeah. You hear this over the comms that they're saying, "Oh, let's get away, let's get to the graph craft, it's time we're leaving." So you know where they're headed. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Definitely go into this thing.
Yeah, you can get to it. It's fine. It's just a repeat of what you did last time, isn't it? Run away and steal one of those
That was
bunkers.
slightly better incentive.
Yeah.
Fight the dark between the stars, not leave it here. You need to do something about it.
I'm open to suggestions. I suppose we could ask it nicely to stop bothering us, but
Yeah,
other than that...
indeed. Go to the icons. Join
I have a
hands.
suggestion. We let this thing wipe off the entire people while we float away with this thing, and then we come back when it's all over. Or not.
I'm liking it, except that we don't actually know when it will be over. We don't know if it will follow us.
Yeah.
I think we even know where it's gone at this point.
You don't even know where it's going.
Can you not hear me going, ah?
I imagine we probably heard the jetpack.
Yeah, that may not be as loud as the jetpack. On the other hand, it could be louder. I don't know.
But it's intercom, so.
Ah.
Pariah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to join the other two.
You join the other two. You run away as well. Tahir, your turn then.
Right. Okay, I know where they are. Right, so, where is it?
It's behind you.
Right.
Only a couple of meters behind you.
Okay, so I'm going to go... Oops, where's that take me? Right.
Not too many of them. Yeah, that's as far as you can go. Zoom alongside.
Oops.
There might be a wall in the way. Let's just move you.
No, I forgot to change.
There you go.
There we go. That's 60 meters.
Right, this thing zooms after you, basically as if you hadn't...
Yeah, I'm yelling over the
anything.
comms. Somebody shoot it!
Somebody shoot him. He actually... Yeah, it's just about. Khalil, you didn't quite make it into the graph loader because you were slightly further away. You would have a shot at it next time if you wanted. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So, and it will, again, try to lash out at you. Oh, you're so lucky. So lucky.
Yes.
All right. So what happens next is that this heavy armored guy steps down from the balcony, sees this thing hovering after you, raises his, what has he got? I can't remember. A special weapon, I think. He's got the holy thermal carbine. He's got.
Does he have a
Picks it up.
carbine or something?
He's got a very, very cool carbine. Picks it up, shoots at the thing, and hits it. You can see this energy beam. Oh, you can't see them anyway. You can see them for now because it's cooler. You can see this beam of light striking into that heart of darkness, and it basically folds in on itself, shrinks, and goes flop. You can't see it anymore.
Gravity.
I think so.
Well, do you remember ages ago I actually bought the book thinking it was just more equipment and got really confused when it was all faction equipment. So I remembered it and I've been drooling over it ever since.
You mean the faction technology book?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that here. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that was a gravity gun.
Oh, could be. It's a quite cool weapon anyway that he's got. So that thing has just gone poof. How do you react, everybody?
Boots of escaping! There's no way we could take the state we're in, and with the way he just popped that beastie, when it took a full-on power blast from a thermal carbine, and seemed to hurt it but not destroy it, and he just popped it. I'm thinking that's a ridiculously powerful weapon.
You've done all the work beforehand.
Yeah, I know this game mechanic-wise. But...
Right, so, what's next? Khalil, you just witnessed the same scene.
I don't know, guys. What do we want to do? Do we want to shoot at this guy, or do we want to talk? He
actually shouts at you and says, "See, it can be beaten, but it will be back. Help me. Help me defeat it." He shouts at all of you.
You're the one who helped unleash it.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh, really? We saw what was in that operating theatre. You're not telling me that was holy work, you bastard.
Of course it was holy work, and I did not bring this abomination into this world.
Yes, you did.
As he says. We can do this pantomime thing.
No, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
And at that moment, he says, "It's behind you." Oh, there you go. And it pops back. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
So, but it's Khalil. Other than talking, did you want to do anything?
I guess I don't know if what I can actually do with these things. I mean, there's no actual mystic power, as far as I can see, which enables you to do anything with these guys.
You can, not as far as you know, but you can just shoot it. That might help.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. I can't find. There's no way that I can see where you can actually use a mystic power to directly attack in combat. Anyway, yeah, all right. I will.
I'll be generous.
I will unleash heck on it.
And
with
all
my
the
pistol.
talking and stuff, I'll give you a quick shot at it. Not more than that.
Hurrah! What does that give me?
A -2 attack.
Oh, thanks very much. Why can't I just shoot it? I haven't used any action points.
You were talking with the other guy, and then it just popped up behind you because you were going into pantomime mode.
Oh, a talk. Yeah, right. That uses a ton of action points. That does. Right. Okay. Shooting at it. -2. Thanks.
-2. You're welcome. There you go. Some damage, possibly. Possibly. Did you push?
I did.
Oh, well, thank you.
Didn't make much difference.
I need to adjust my darkness points here because I got my marbles, but haven't lost
Well, you got
them
like
yet.
17 already, so I'm not gonna go. Oh no!
No, actually,
I could have got him
I
down
spent
to
a
none.
few. I just need to adjust them on Foundry. I'm not going to adjust them in the stream counter as well. That gets too much 3 places. So, all right. So you shoot at it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. What to do? Choices are basically what you did last time, which is trying to get the graph loader started up, or you can join the fight.
The thing is here now, yeah?
Yeah, it's very close.
Alright, I'll get out and back to get cover.
Yeah. Let's
And
call it
then
one
shoot.
movement.
The thing.
You want to duck back into cover afterwards. I mean, this thing doesn't seem to shoot at you. Yeah, if anything, it just rolls over you, so cover might not help you as much. But if you want to move and do normal attack,
Move
that's
away,
fine.
yes.
Okay. And do a move to there, a shot, and then move away, then it's a quick shot. Then your attack is a quick shot. Okay, so it's -2 for the attack.
Oh. But I'm going to use my... okay.
I'm out of tea. That's not good.
What's the name? The carbine, yes?
Carbine. Okay.
Yeah, and do I roll on the carbine, yeah? Click on the... yes.
Yeah.
-2. Can I have +2 for the scope? Scope.
Yes, you can, which gives you +/-2, so equals 0. You have 1/6, and carbine makes 3, right? 3 damage usually.
Carbine makes 3, yeah.
Okay.
I've just realised I just shot at it with my pistol without using my pistol. I just clicked on ranged combat. How silly of me.
That's
Well,
a bonus.
that won't happen next time.
Yeah, you could have had a bonus on that. What's the bonus you've got on the pistol? Is it +1?
Hang on, let me check. I think it's hang on. Vulcan pistol, -1, initiative 1, damage
All right.
2.
I let you roll 1 extra d6 then, in case you...
Oh, okay. I doubt it'll make much difference, but what the heck.
You could push it, so if it doesn't come up with 6, re-roll it.
1d6. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to move, sorry.
You
Yeah,
did
you can-
push it, remember? So re-roll that one.
Oh, okay.
You want to, but then you re-roll the whole thing.
That was the dice he forgot to roll when you
Yes,
did
okay,
it.
you can roll it twice, it's fine. You did push it. You already gave me darkness point for it, so just roll another 1d6.
Yep.
Somebody's paying attention there, good. Oh, almost.
As predicted.
Didn't make a difference. Okay.
There's
So,
a reason
yeah.
I spent so many points on range combat. The first game we had, I just
Yeah.
couldn't hit the broadside of a bus.
Saya. You saw that Yaya just ran out of the graph loader again, ducked behind cover. You're very close to this shadowy beast. You've got the choice. You can go in and see whether you can get started up, or you can also run. Remember what the chap in the big armor was saying. You need to help me fight it.
Yes, I'm a lot closer than I'd like to be.
Really?
Yeah, I would like to try shooting it.
You would like to try shooting it. There you go. You want to shoot and move, or just do an aim shot? What do you want to do? How many points do you want to spend?
I would like to shoot and run away.
So normal attack and then movement. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, not bad, not bad.
Full hit. So with that extra success, that will be 4 damage minus whatever that took off.
Okay. Good shot. Good shot. And then you want to take off and run a bit. You can move up to 10 meters, so you could run to this guy in the big armor, give him a hug.
I don't want to give him a hug. I'll run back to near where Yaya is.
Can even go slightly further on that. She had to clamber out of there. Yeah, a couple of steps. So, Tahir.
Right. Okay.
All of a sudden, you're finding yourself at a bit of distance.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
you see...
I am going to land on the nearest stable bit of wall.
You see the 2 people, the 2 guards who were running away earlier, that they fit in. See them beneath you. Okay. What do you want to do then?
Then I take a standard shot at Mr. Tall, Dark and Smoky there.
Okay. Tall, dark and smoky.
Okay, standard shot.
Mm-hmm. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Tell me how much that...
5 damage.
5 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, this thing... what should I do with it? Let's see. That's what we need. What it do? It will... I think... just move over slightly and claw at Khalil. Yeah, so it reaches out. You are being embroiled in this darkness and this roiling bit of shadow. These shadowy tentacles are getting to you, and they're reaching right into your soul.
As you mentioned earlier, I don't know if it's worth mentioning, I've got a talisman.
Yeah, but as it reaches you, and again, it recoils, and you feel the talisman burn on your skin where you were wearing it, and it recoils from you. And your talisman is gone.
Oh no, I've only got 1 talisman left.
You had more than one, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 1 back then.
Huh?
Yeah, recoils. And you are safe this time.
Huh?
Takes us back to Ayaam'sha Chabon Keme. So let's see how he's going to do his normal attack again. He was pretty good at that, wasn't he?
Yes.
He shoots it again. And with that, it implodes and is gone again.
Whew.
Yes, see, we can beat it. Need to keep going at it.
So far.
How do we kill it permanently?
To wear it down with the burning light of your faith.
Or in your case, a really big carbine rifle.
I'm going to take to the air suddenly. Yeah, halfway through the conversation, I'm suddenly going to take off. Because it spawned away from me last time towards people. I just hurt it again. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of delay before it spawns on me. So I'm moving away from where I was.
Where do you want to go?
Let's have a look.
Actually, let's do this in normal initiative order, though.
Okay.
Which is Khalil first now. What do you want to do? The thing has currently gone. You are basically right by the graph loader. So what do you want to do?
I think leaving is still a good idea.
You want to get this graph loader started up, do you?
Well, I do have technology, so I probably could, but I'm in no way a pilot.
You just need to switch it on, start it up. You can do that.
Okay,
with
I'll
technology.
start it up so that if we need to make a rushed exit, we can do.
With technology, then.
I'll do my best.
You'll manage it anyway. The question, if you have a success, just means you do it quickly. Yeah, otherwise it will
Straight
just-
zeros?
Yeah.
Or any
No
negative or
bonus.
pluses?
No bonus. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Just do the boot up sequence. Takes you a while to throw all the switches and understand the interface and so on. But end of next turn, maybe it's ready to move.
Cool.
Yeah. You see that anti-graph loader, the graph loader power up. You can see the lights coming on. You hear the hum of its engine. Shadow Beast is currently gone. What do you want to do?
I go to the entrance of the
You hop in as
Table.
well. Yeah. Okay. Good.
But I'm looking at this guy.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Apparently,
No, I don't go in.
he had
Stay
shot.
out.
Okay. He had shot this thing, and he sees it will come back. You need to help me fight it.
Well, get your friend to fight it. Why us?
You drove my people off.
You did bad things.
I think that's as much of a conversation as we can have right now. Saya,
I would like to get into the grav loader.
you want to hop in? Yeah, put yourself next to Kelly.
Yeah.
Anything else? Do you want to hop into the pilot seat or something?
That might require making a roll, at which I'm very, very unqualified.
You don't actually have any piloting skills here.
No.
You need your pilot. Does Yaya have pilot? No. Leah, you don't have any pilot either, do you?
I do not have any pilot at all, no.
So you only have one pilot.
I'm just turning to look at Sarah and going, this is not going as well as it normally goes.
And
To be honest, even that is normally pretty bad.
You will probably be able to move this thing, but not at speed through difficult terrain. It will have to be quite slow progress. But you can move it. You don't need a pilot skill for that. All right, so that takes us back to Tahir yet again.
Okay, I'm going to take off in a sort of arc. Basically, the idea is I want to do sort of like an arc, sort of this sort of direction.
Yeah.
And while I'm in the air, I'd like to do an overwatch, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Can do an
But
overwatch.
that does leave me in action, but I thought that sort of movement would take 2 actions worth.
Fine.
Yeah, so 2 actions of movement, 1 of overwatch.
Suits me. Overwatch is an Overwatch 3 action points, though.
I know it's 1 action point. As a fast action, you can assume an overwatch position.
Fast action. Okay. Yeah, assume Overwatch.
Yeah.
But if you want to then react, you still have an action left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So the idea is basically I'm sort of... Actually, it'd put me probably above everybody.
You're poised.
Yeah, and I'm basically going, we need to destroy this thing before we leave.
You can enter, actually, that you're 5 meters or 10 meters above the ground. I can do that.
Oh.
It's got the facility. There you go. 10 meters.
Thank you.
You just hear on the radio, hey, Tahir,
Yeah.
this creature, do you think it's physical at all? Or whether it's like spiritual or something? Because I'm just wondering, I mean, my pistol isn't doing much against it, but there is a concept I've heard of before. I don't know if it would work with this thing, but I'm thinking ramming speed.
That could be interesting, but I suspect it's energy given manifest given physical form. Hence, our weapons can disrupt it.
Well, if our weapons can disrupt it, maybe so could be stomped on by a dirty great grav loader. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's probably going to do more than my pistols. You and that other guy seem to be able to hurt it more than what I've got.
Okay,
Yes.
and with that conversation, as you're having it, reappears. Yeah, the other two guys who were hiding in the tower where you just were are running out towards their boss.
Frank?
Sorry?
I see a great big.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the darkness point counter that I have.
That was from last week when you were using it to
Yeah, I
put a
can get
count
rid
of
of it.
darkness points on screen, wasn't it?
So, this big shadowy beastie appears much bigger now. Much bigger. It appears straight there.
Has it eaten someone?
Not yet. This head honcho basically was also aiming at it. So, let's have a look. What can he do? Oh, not so much this time. Yeah, I don't know. I need to my armor roll, and then we can have a look. He shoots it again.
If only he had the
It
holy
doesn't-
hand grenade.
It doesn't seem to have any effect this time. He shoots it. And the next thing that happens is that it actually gets this thing rolls forward and rolls over these two goons who are here, warriors of the holy light, who just scream and disappear into the shadow. Oh, watch, you can do your thing now. They're here.
Right. Okay. So it's a quick action.
And it
Oh my
breaks-
God, it's
the
a
Overwatch
spear of
breaks the
annihilation.
initiative.
Sorry.
It breaks the initiative here. Yeah, because you had Overwatch. That was a quick shot, was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that is 4 damage?
With 2 successes, 4 damage. Yeah.
Oh, getting better.
5 damage. Sorry.
5.
I'm not shooting him with a Vulcan. I'm shooting him with a thermal.
Alright. 5 damage. Not bad. Right. Again, that beam of light cuts into it and disperses some of the shadow. So, Pariah.
Yeah.
You have basically managed to start this thing up now.
Do I have an opportunity to take a shot at this thing, or am I in an enclosed cabin?
With a quick move, you could basically hang out the window or out the door.
Okay, I'll take a pot shot at it then.
Okay, quick shot there.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It is bigger.
So this is a Vulcan pistol at -2, did you say?
At minus
A
2.
quick shot?
Mhm.
Okay. Nope. So I am... Oh, what just happened there? It vanished. Ah!
Vanished. What do you do?
that? I don't know. I completely... There we go. Right. No, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you pushed. Oh, hang on. I need my darkness pointer.
Guys, when it comes to your turn, if you take a static position with cover, you can then, which takes an action, you can then shoot with a +1 bonus as long as you're not doing a quick attack.
Yeah, you're
And in the
resting.
following round, you
the
could
cover.
do a quick and a standard attack, and the standard attack would be +1. If you do 3 quick attacks in a round, you actually run out of ammo. So don't do that.
Yeah, if you do 3 quicks, then you have to reload. And I can actually spend a darkness point to make you reload anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pariah, you basically took a pot shot out of there.
Yeah, missed. So I've still got some action points left, haven't I?
Yeah, you should have 1 left, I guess.
What can I do with 1?
You can take cover, or you can go back
I'm
inside.
already in cover.
You can do another quick shot.
Okay, I'll give that a shot then. Because, you know, it may or may not come in handy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he hits. Who would have
Finally,
thought it?
limited
Hey!
success. And I am going to use the Judge Icon talent.
Which means you've got 3 successes.
I deal an automatic critical injury when my attack hits, regardless of whether the attack penetrated cover and armor.
Right.
Any
Okay.
other effects from the attack are resolved as usual.
And that's 2 damage, isn't it?
I don't know. I can never remember how this works. It's damage 2 on the pistol, so
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's 2 damage.
Oh, cool.
But an extra success, every extra success means 1 more damage, or potentially you can spend it on some stunts, like
Yeah.
crit or whatever.
Cool.
All right. Well done. Yeah. What do you want to do?
There's also the critical success.
Yeah,
thingy.
yeah. You can roll that. That's fine.
Okay. This is
Let's
going to
see.
be
Roll it
interesting.
for you.
Go on then.
There we go.
Crushed skull, 66. That's a direct. That's the worst you can have. Actually, it means immediate death. Okay, it goes poof. It goes away.
Hopefully that's the last time.
Not to make it invisible.
You actually made me. You actually made me jump there. You bastard.
You're welcome. Okay. And that means Saya. Yeah. So,
Yep.
yeah. You are now in the graph loader, in front of the graph loader, and you just see again now it goes poof. Now it goes away. Khalil, shut
Well,
up.
it will reappear, guys, won't it?
We don't know.
Do.
Oh, it could reappear. So I'm going to hide in these trees.
I still have, don't know whether you can see that, a few darkness points left.
What's the darkness point? Oh, is this using darkness points?
The whole time. I pop them out and I drop them in, and I always say, "Oh, he's pushing! Yeah, excellent! That makes the fight longer."
What I recommend, Yaya, if you
Yeah.
take cover in the trees, if you do a what do you call it? Overwatch, you can fire as soon as it appears.
Yeah,
It's a 90-degree arc.
I like that.
So just tell me roughly where you are aiming your 90-degree arc.
From here to here.
Okay, let's see what I can draw that on. Just so we're clear. So
Can I
from
draw lines with this thing?
yeah, you can. Oh, there's a pencil icon on the left. You go on that, and then you can go for
that's
freehand
all.
lines
Hey,
or other lines.
pencil icon.
You can also do. You can also
on
use
the
the
left-hand
ruler.
side, if you click the right angle button,
Ruler.
second icon down,
Mhm.
and then the new set appears, and there's a less than, that basically allows you to draw an arc.
Cone templates, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and you
only
can.
60 degrees.
Ah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah. Okay.
So that's more than 90 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody's going
yeah. How
crazy
do I
with that
do-
thing.
Control Z to get rid of it.
Just draw.
Yeah, thanks.
Draw the ones you want.
Yeah, from there.
That's 45
Okay,
degrees. Do you want the other 45 degrees north, or do you want them
Like that.
southeast? That's interesting. That's the wrong place.
That doesn't look like 90 degrees either. So
You want it like.
No, but I mean, can I just draw a
Like
line
that?
somehow?
That's fine. If you want it like this, that's fine.
Okay. So,
Or if you want it like
That
this, that's what
is
you need
my,
to tell me.
oops, hang on. That is my 90 degrees-ish.
That bit. Okay,
Here,
roughly that. Okay. Good.
roughly that.
You're in Overwatch. Saya. You're in the graph loader. Khalil just
How do I
was
get
poking
rid
out
of
the
this?
door again, shooting, and seemed quite satisfied with the result. You don't actually quite know what's going on outside.
I'm going to have to look outside and see what's going on.
Okay, you look through the window, and you currently don't see the shadowy thing. You see Yaya there in the very best special special forces manner, pointing the gun. Where's he? Where's it? Ducking down between the bushes.
I'm so technical and everything, but I can't even get rid of 2 green lines that I just drawn.
They're good. They're about 100 degrees, but they're good. Colour.
Yeah.
So, Saya, what do you want to do? The graph loader ready, or do something else?
Yeah, I think I'll get the graph loader ready to move as I
Okay, you finish
can't
it,
see anything
so
to shoot right now.
you have it ready to go. And at a moment's notice now, you're starting to turn it around even. Lift it off a little bit. Make sure it can get away quickly. But you're not leaving yet, are you?
Well, not without the others.
Okay, just checking. Never know. Right, let me just do my little thing. Ah, I'm just on the wrong icon. So, yeah. And then I need to do something special. So where shall we put it? I think I'm gonna.
Oh my.
It's back,
Oh my gosh.
and it's even
I was
bigger.
I'm so glad that I was so right in the position. When I
You
did
are
it.
well positioned for it, but you're very close to it now. You're very close
So
to it.
exactly.
It now is huge. Basically,
Yeah, it's
like
massive.
the reception hall, as big as the reception hall of this former hospital.
Uh-huh.
It
Oh
doesn't
wait,
seem
wait,
to.
wait. He's closer. He's closer.
Do you know, I just had this horrible thought. We're making it top each time, and each time it's coming back bigger.
Yeah.
It's probably feeding off our hate. We need to throw flowers at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I mean, it might be
I can do
feeding off
that.
our weapons.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Wear happiness in your heart. The world will smile at you. So,
I'm just thinking of the curry monster from Red Dwarf now, and Arnold Rimmer's reaction to it.
yeah, you still have a fast action left this turn,
Yeah.
so you can do a quick shot now. To remember the rules correctly for Overwatch.
I would very much like to do the quick shot, but obviously after what was just said, would that be the right thing to do?
You can also
Oh,
do
yeah,
a quick
yeah.
run away.
Eh?
Yeah,
I could look around for something like, I don't know, a puppy, and I grab the puppy and I just look at it and I go like, oh, how lovely it is. So I'm spreading love and care and affection.
we're trying to spread positive vibes and love.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now there's no skill for it, is there?
No, so shoot the thing.
Powers.
Yes.
You can, up to you. You can shoot it, or you can give me an empathy roll.
Empathy roll. I don't think I have anything.
Empathy you have. That's an attribute. You have 4 on empathy.
Yes, I do.
You could say it was a manipulation roll.
Yeah, you could say
You're
it's
trying
manipulation. but
trying
with an
to make
extra
it
die.
think positive thoughts. That's manipulation.
Yeah.
So how do I do an empathy roll?
You can just click on the dice under empathy,
yes,
or as
yes.
Kalia was just saying, you can click on manipulation. Gives you 1 more die. I think he makes a good case there. Trying to say, be happy, disappear.
Good. And I got a +1 because I have been beaten and suffered pain, and I know what it is.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
No, I won't give you +1 for that, I'm afraid. But you have a talisman. You can spend your talisman on having +1 if you like. You can grab the talisman and say, it can help me. You have a success with that. And you do see that it's swirling. Oh, that's not what was you. I wanted to turn it around. It turns around and seems to look at you. Now, it's an amorphous mass of shadowy strands, so you don't really think it's got any eyes. But you just feel like you've got its attention.
The
I'm
power
so glad.
of love
I did not
compels
want,
you.
did not want that.
You don't
at all.
necessarily think it's positive attention, though.
Ah,
And you don't
I still step back a bit.
You just ran away when I was trying to take your talisman away. There you go. Right. So we now have Tahir.
Right. Okay. This may be a really, really bad idea, but I think actual risks are probably a good thing. So I'm 10 meters in the air.
Yeah.
Now I could use an action to sustain my flight, or I could unload full auto and hope when I crash into the ground I don't kill myself.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, full auto falling through the sky.
Are these bullets of happiness?
Yeah. So, here we go. So, full auto is -2.
Uh-huh. I keep closing that. I shouldn't have closed the stats for it.
Okay, so that would be 5 damage.
I just need to check something briefly. because I closed what I wanted to have. Let's see. Because the biggest size has got different thing.
Oh dear.
All right, so go on. So that must be how many damage?
5 damage, 2 successes.
I said again, I broke up. How many damage?
5 damage from
5?
2 successes.
Okay, keep going then.
Okay, second shot.
Uh-huh.
Right, I wish there was an easier way.
And just key up, up arrow. Repeat the last command.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you do /R space 1d6, and then you can just keep doing that.
Thank you.
Hey, this 1-1. Did you have any talent that keeps you going after 1-1? Like machine gunner, I think is one of them.
Yeah, no, I never took that. Oh well, it was worth it.
For 5
It
damage.
was worth it.
Right.
Dice.
No.
Look at those terrible dice. 2, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Terrible dice. So that's its armor roll.
That's a lot of dice.
In this state, in the big state, it's got much more armor. It's 2 6s, isn't it?
Yep. So it took no damage from me.
Can I just say that your ammo clip is empty now?
Sorry.
Your ammo clip is empty. You have to reload.
Yeah, luckily I have spare ammo.
We come back. Sorry?
Oh, do you want to crash me into the ground as well and tell me what?
Oh yeah, we should crash it to the ground. An attack with, let's say, 5d6. So that's... Have you got any armor that would help you?
I do have
crash
armor.
protect-wise? Roll the armor before I make up my mind how much damage I'm going to cause you. Ooh, very well. Okay, you get only 1 damage.
Thank you. Oh,
Minimum
do you want to set
damage.
my height is 0 as well?
Is that 0?
My height.
Yeah, your height is at 0. You can edit
Well,
that
no
yourself.
wonder when you smacked into the ground that fast.
If that had worked, that'd look epic.
That would have looked epic, yeah. You were just basically going "Rah!" while you're sinking or falling like a stone, if you like. But unfortunately, yeah, you hit it a couple of times. You did hit it. So, this guy here in this big power armor now draws a sword, a Mercurium sword. So basically, he's got like a sword handle, essentially, and you can see a flaming bluish blade coming from it, shooting out. It's not quite a lightsaber, it's got more edgy stuff going on. Like a sword made of flame, and with a prayer, probably in Zalosian or something, to the martyr, he throws himself at this shadowy mass and sort of disappears into it.
I want that sword.
You want that sword? Oh dear. You can see my rolls, can't you? I'm doing them public today.
Yeah, I don't think that sword's that good.
It's not bad. It's
The thing
not
is,
bad.
it's the curse of this game. He could have rolled 13 5s there.
I could have 13 6s. Which would have been more impressive. Hello.
Yes.
You're still hanging out the window. And I'm just going to say you're in cover, so you can have rest fire support now, which gives you +2 attack. If you want to still attack it.
Okay, how many action points does that take?
Normal attack would be 2. But because it's huge, I'm going to give you another +2. Hit it.
Oh, okay.
You're not falling out of the sky, you've got some good support.
Hang on a tick. Do I want to do that?
I don't know. Or do you want to send it
No,
positive
I
feelings?
don't. Other people are shooting it quite nicely. I haven't had much of a chance to do this, so I'm going to. Can I make some kind of culture or mystic powers roll to see if I can find out any information about this creature? Because we're working on empties at the moment.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll
Can I
do
just say,
that.
speaking of empties, this has much diminished. If you can see that.
I can't, no.
I almost lost all my marbles.
Damn it. Well, you can have one back.
Oh.
There we go. Limited success. What can you
Yes.
tell me about this thing?
It's basically primordial darkness, chaos, evil, whatever you want to call it. It's the darkness that lives between stars, that creeps into this reality. Something must have brought it into here. And it
Yeah.
feeds and feeds off anything that throws. Basically, when you pray to the icons, you're feeding it. And you know that much. You think you can actually kill it with weapons. It just takes a lot of it.
Okay, I will relay that information. So, guys, I've had a chance to think about this. I've heard various legends about this thing. It feeds on faith. Whatever you do, don't pray to the icons. But if we keep shooting it enough, we should be able to eventually kill the damn thing.
Okay.
Right, refrain from excessive religion.
Yes.
Yeah, don't get religious on it. Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to go
you
full,
hear that.
You need to go full atheist on this thing.
You hear this over the communicators, and you think, oh, maybe killing it with positive thoughts is not going to work.
Certainly not positive prayers.
Sorry about that. It seemed like a good,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good
It was a good
amusing comment
idea.
at the time.
That was a good idea. Now, what do you want to do? Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of actually putting myself in these trees and completely blank my mind from anything.
Okay. What end?
Totally. Because if we shoot it, then
Oh,
means
you don't do any. You think it's finding you by your thoughts?
yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. Again, I closed it. I'm so silly. How to create it? Because it's Saya. Okay, you basically going into the Aya's going into the bushes and tries to be completely not there.
Yeah, it's not the time to use the toilet.
Yeah. Saya, what do you want to do?
Sorry. You can't control nature.
Well, we know what we're doing
Kelly
now.
just mumbles, I used the toilet 2 minutes ago.
Isn't the one that is flying over our heads talking?
They're all talking.
Oh, the one that used the toilets over our heads.
And by the way,
No, you don't want to use the toilet over your head now.
Yeah.
the shadowy thing is at least 10 meters high now. Well, not quite. Is it 10 meters? Yes, I should be. Yeah, it is 10 meters. So it's basically, imagine it being a sphere of 10 meter diameter.
Does that make it easier to hit?
Yes, I gave +2 to Kali. The only reason
Right.
I didn't give that to Tahir was firstly, actually 2 reasons. I forgot. Secondly, he was plummeting down to the ground at the same time.
Right. I'm going to shoot it.
So you have to, first of all, move so you can shoot it. Yeah? And then you can shoot.
Uh,
2 actions. Action points.
When you get out of this grav loader again.
At least you have to get to one of the doors.
Right.
Yeah, because you were getting it ready to move. So you have to move into shooting position. And then you
Okay.
can do a normal attack with +2 because of its size.
I'm just wondering what would happen if we blew up the grav loader underneath this thing.
With you in it.
Well, hopefully with an
Not
exciting opportunity to
that.
jump out. But our guns are chipping away at this thing, so we need some. Ideally, we'd need some decent explosives. And I don't think we've got any. Or do we?
I think it just parried my rocket.
It's sort of...
Away, sir, away.
Yeah, your rocket got lost in this huge sphere. That's what happened. Okay, so next. It's turn. So what is it going to do? I think it is sending out a pulse. Can you all do me an empathy roll, please? Or mystic power if you have it.
Bye, guys. It was nice knowing you.
Just keep your brain on, you'll be fine.
Khalil, you're good.
2 successes.
You're good. Fire's good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not yet. And here, didn't I see a 6? Okay, so what happens is the following. Yeah, you take 1 damage stress point. Here, you take 1 damage stress point.
I am broken.
You're broken mind point wise, and there are rules for it. If you're broken by stress, let me see whether I can find them. I think
Is stress
basically
the
you're
same
broken.
as my points?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
If I recall correctly, I go insane.
I think you have a trauma. You can find it out, but right now you can't act. Yeah, for now you're essentially broken. So you're babbling with the terror of the thing. Have I got a nice terror icon for you? There you go. It looks good.
Somebody's going Wibble.
Which means you are missing a chance to attack. So within the shadowy thing, you still hear the fighting scream of this guy in his super armor.
If someone puts you at 0 mind points, you suffer a breakdown, collapsing from fear or anxiety. You can follow simple command, but not take any action that requires dice rolls. After D6 hours, you gain some control of yourself and 1 mind point restored.
Yeah. Or somebody can try and help you.
I'm hoping I can do some medicurgy to help with that.
You can use command or medicurgy to treat someone who has suffered a breakdown. If you roll it successful, the person you are calming down regains mind points equal to the number of successes. Each attempt is a slow action, and each person can try only once.
All right. So from within this huge shadowy thing where this guy and the big armor disappeared to, you hear a big scream, and the whole thing extends even further. Goes 20, 30 meters diameter, washes over you, and then collapses and falls back in on itself. And with a thump, it's gone. But so is the guy in the big armor.
And on the ground, there is the shiny, lovely sword.
Now, if we were playing Cthulhu, I would say roll me luck. But let's say you've got a 25% chance that this sword is on the floor. How about
Okay,
that?
how do you do
So I can roll a d100, that's fine. So it is 82. So unfortunately, the sword is gone.
Oh.
The armor is gone, and the holy carbine is gone. Everything is gone.
Luckily, I don't mind because I'm catatonic. Otherwise, I'd be really upset about losing the route.
With that amazing bit, with that amazing special effect, yeah, big budget today, I think we can have a short tea break. How about it?
Yep.
Sound like a plan?
Love, would you like tea?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
short break, everybody.
See you in 5.
Here in 5 or 7 minutes, however long it takes us. Okay, let me switch the stream to break mode. Okay, so we just looked at the trauma rules, and when you recover from a breakdown, you have to roll a d6. If you roll a 1 on that d6, you lose a mind point permanently. And if not, you're good. You recover after a little while, or some help from your friends. You can get by with a little help from your friends. So, what happens? Describe it. You just saw this huge shadowy thing. Sorry, I hope everybody's back.
Yep.
Oh, you back?
Yep.
Yeah, you're back?
No.
I can hear a very, very faint little bit of hiss, but it's good now.
From
It
me.
wasn't as bad as it
You're
was.
back. That's much better. Much better. So,
I have no idea what it was. The only thing I can think of was the fan, the laptop fan that started, kicked in.
could be, but it sounded more
Yeah,
like
could be.
interference of some sort. But anyway, you just saw this huge thing, which was humongous. Basically was filling the courtyard. And essentially, with this holy warrior, whatever you want to call him, at its heart with his sword, ramming into it, shouting, and then the whole thing imploded and took him away with him. So, what are your reactions? What do your faces look like? What do you say to each other? What do you do?
That was weird. And completely unexpected.
Thank the icons we defeated them. Well, I couldn't take much more of that.
No, that was unpleasant. Very, very unpleasant. And I hope we don't repeat the experience for a good long time. Ideally, never. But we now have a problem. We need to get back to Coriolis and tell the judge. And the news that his emissary seems to have deceased is not going to go down well. If at all.
Well, he said it was this form was deceased.
Suppose I'd better go and look after Tahir.
You better look after him. Indeed.
Yes, he's as talkative as usual, but I feel like he might need some help.
Oh, just buy him a new jacket, it'll be fine.
Really. Go on then. Help him out.
So it'll be Medicurgy. Yeah, I don't think the trauma kit really applies in this situation.
No, it's not
It might
whatsoever.
be a counselling drug.
Wrong kind of trauma. I do have a
Does-
tablet that will help.
Does the med kit have an emergency inflatable couch?
Might have some medical alcohol.
Well, that didn't go well.
You're going to give me back a darkness point. I'm currently out. I'm at 0.
You know, I'm mildly concerned that any prayer might result in the reappearance of that thing.
Well, you could just wait. He'll be fine. You should just wait it out and
In a few hours.
give him some rest. Can you roll me a d6, or is that what the 4 was? No, that 4 was.
Yeah, that was the 4.
That was for your trauma being permanent, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so can you roll me another d6 to see how long it takes for you to
Oh, right, okay.
come back? D6 hours, you regain some control. After 1 hour. Ooh, that was lucky. Okay, so you are in this place, in this ruin. The east wing and some of the middle has been pretty much bombarded by the drone strike. The west wing you have looked at. You know that the Dr. Reyes has taken the former prisoners away. So they should be a bit south, where you parked your other graph loader. What do you want to do with this place now?
Do we want to investigate it further to see if we can uncover any documentation or anything like that, or do we think? Well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the idea of going back into there, but is it something we should be doing?
Up to you.
I feel like we should probably check if there's anything else going on in there, just in case there's any more prisoners.
Yeah.
Let's check in.
That's a good point, actually. Yes, we should perhaps check to see if there's anybody else being held.
So it's been
Yeah.
right. So I've got 1 point back. Maybe you should, before we go in, maybe we could have some
Okay.
Does somebody want some quality me time?
some medication. And we've got some wounds as well.
Where did you
actually
get 1
came-
point back from?
I was given it.
By whom?
Resting for an hour, I
You haven't
guess.
quite rested for an hour. If that's the first thing you want to do, so you just want to rest a bit, then that's fine. After an hour, you then get that back.
Okay. Yeah, let's head in.
So, want to explore a bit further. Is that what everybody wants to do? Does anybody want to stay at the graph loader or join the doctor and the prisoners?
I think
Do we still have contact with the doctor via our comms? Was she out of range?
Yes. You can still have contact with your doctor. Your doctor is fine.
Okay, so shall we check within her, tell her, to stay where she is, we'll be back shortly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that then. And then head back in and see if we can find anything of interest.
Right. Just for fun, because I made this map. Do you want to walk around, or shall I just reveal it all? Make it a bit quicker.
Reveal it all if you like.
Right. So, configure. And then just switch off to vision and fog exploration. You should be able to see most of it, and I'm just going to plonk you right in the middle of that wing that you haven't seen. And now you can basically tell me, ask me what you want to know. Where do you want to start with the exploration?
Okay, number 7, neodymium chests, whatever the heck they are.
Right, so at the top here, at the top what you see is the ruins, and this is really smashed to bits, this place now, of a temple. There was a temple that was set up, reeking of death and swamp fever and nightmares before it even started being destroyed. You can see the remnants of some whips there, like self-flagellation, and some, I think it's called silices, which are sort of thing you under your clothes to hide yourself, and hair kaftans. The pillars in this room have sort of long slices of something slightly leathery looking hanging off them, almost like a wind charmer. Yeah? Some of them are sort of dry, but some of them actually are dripping with blood. You wonder where this might have come from. It looks like his bloody skin, basically, hung up to dry in strips. There's the remnants of a martyr statue in the corner, in the back of the room. Below it is a smudged piece of parchment. It's written in Zelosian script all over the place. So if you wanted to try and read that, you can do a culture test. It looks old. That parchment looks proper old.
Okay,
There's
does
also-
anyone else have a culture?
Yeah.
To help me read it?
You just tried himself.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, this seems to be what they call Urahuk's statutes. Never were mentioned before. Urahuk's statutes. And much of it is smudged. But there's one bit that you recognize. You can hopefully really recognize it and tell me when you first found it. Is this. Will come a time when mankind turns to darkness once more, when the unworthy speak without tongues, when sister betrays sister, when the light of peace nourishes the servants of darkness, when brother kills brother. Only they who live in the darkness will see the light. Recognize it at all?
We've seen that before. Wish I could remember where.
Yeah. Probably why I was able to get that critical success. Because we've seen it.
You recognized it, indeed. Yeah, that Brother Ramos recited that to you at some point.
Yes, he did.
Ages ago. The statue of the martyr has actually fallen over, and underneath this statue lies the somewhat smashed body of there you can see the icon of a priestly-looking guy with facial tattoos. But he's smashed by the statue. His own god seems to have killed him. What else can I tell you about this place? There's also a box, a crate.
Let's have a look in the crate.
I have to move some debris to the side. But as you open it, there are small metal bars in there. And they seem to be the sort of silvery metal, relatively heavy, but they seem to be sort of glossed over with a bluish film almost.
They look like... my brain is going gold press latinum, but that's a different universe.
Neodym.
But yes, it looks like... this is something that untraceable money.
Essentially, this is a very precious metal. It doesn't come from here, but it's, wealth. It's wealth. And you may, I can't remember whether you ever opened that chest at Ayaam'sha's place. Okay. One on the chest, on this one here, it's got a logo on the top of a company. Kuan name. Says, not the guy says, the box says Asteroid Exports.
Well, I think we need to take this chest of precious metals, precious rare asteroid metals with us, and we can sell it off.
It's relatively small, not as big as it looks there. Yeah, it's relatively small. It's portable.
Well, I'm gathering you're not giving us a huge bed chest full of transuranic metals.
No, this place was also
The elements may not be used where there is life.
Yeah, something like that. This place was also lit up by sugar globes. You remember the sugar globes?
Yep.
These are an old artifact of some sort. Yeah, and basically they seem to be from ages ago. But if you bathe, they're about of crystal ball size and shape. If you bathe them in a sugar solution, they emit for a few hours a nice glow, and then you can use it for lighting. They're actually worth a bit as well. And they were about 20, but quite a few of them are smashed. So let's see, 3d6 are left. How many is 3d6? If you want to take them, you can find 10.
10 sounds good.
10 sugar globes. They're a bit more arduous to carry. 10 of those is a bit of
We got a grav loader we can fill.
Yeah, that's true. That's your loot, essentially.
Okay, so where's the... we got a party loot, if I recall greatly. Prologue. Got a ship descent now.
Should have in the notes. I think we made something up.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, make a new one. I think you've got rights. If not, I can make one and share.
Could you?
I've got a mission log.
Oh,
Put it in there.
Yeah, so...
we are now in 162. Gosh, we haven't edited this.
Right, so let's put stuff underneath it. Right, is it going to let no? Oh well.
Did it work?
I can add stuff to the table, but it won't let me...
All right, I'll make a new one. Hang on. Party loot. And I'm going to share this with you. And then you can do whatever you like with this document. Configure permission. Owner for all of you.
Okay, party loot. Here we go. So we have...
Neodym bar.
Small chest of... Let's try this again. Small chest of neodym bars. 10, sugar globes, they're called, aren't they?
Look at globes indeed. So, while you're rifling through stuff,
Yes.
what are the others doing?
I'd like to take a look at the next room down.
This seems to be a pretty basic dormitory. Yeah, sparsely furnished, couple of wash bowls, cots or easy small beds on the floor, improvised beds, a few boxes of food and water, small martyr statuette in one of the rooms, stained, or like this prayer rug. Next to that stained prayer rug seems to be, actually next to the statuette sits a glass. It looks like it might have had dried oil, now dried blood in it. Somebody was drinking blood in that place.
These people are seriously weird.
With an alcove in the north wall of one of the rooms, the floor slippery from semi-coagulated blood, pool of blood as well. That's room number 12, I think. Yeah. So you're being paged on your communicator. The group, whoever wants to answer.
Hello?
You hear Akuba's voice. Provide me an update, please.
This is something we probably don't want to discuss on an unsecured channel. Is this channel secured?
Reasonably? Do you want to be picked up right now?
I think we need immediate extraction.
Distraction. Immediate
And
distraction.
distraction would also be good, actually. But this has not gone down well. Yeah, this is something which we need to discuss face to face, I think.
All right. Very businesslike, Akuba says. Yeah, the coordinates, meet us there. We'll be there in half an hour.
Okay. Guys, we need to get as much evidence as we possibly can. And we need to play this pretty clever, I think, because this is not going to be good news that the magistrate is hearing. And people who get bad news when they're that powerful may not necessarily react well or to our benefit.
Well, we know that the fact that he said that it hit this current form. He's not dead. He's just.
No, we don't know that. Or more importantly, we know that, but we can't demonstrate that. I don't think that was caught on camera, do you?
No, that was a vision. That's not a camera.
Yeah.
I'll put a couple of things you found out here. The question mark on one of the things. So that's what you found out? Yeah, that they were trying to find their understanding of the darkness anyway. These guys, the warriors of the Holy Light.
Yeah.
You saw...
They killed him.
You heard of
They killed this body.
You heard about the white butterfly, or you saw it?
Yep.
Did we get an image of that?
I don't know. Nobody said that they were taking a photo or selfie with it. You can describe it.
Draw a picture.
You heard of the seraph?
I thought I did actually, but I wasn't sure if we actually had a camera or anything which we could actually use.
I'm assuming that if he got a tablet, just like
Yeah.
if he got a phone.
If you wanted to take a photo, you can take a photo of it.
Okay.
You've heard that... What was he saying? You might have to scroll up to where he was talking at the beginning of the session so long. The Seraphs, because he called it, what, the age-old nemesis or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so age-old nemesis, plural, called up with the emissary.
Yeah, we can probably. I'll make a note of that in my journal, so that if anyone asks, we can. I can go, oh, I forgot because it was 2 days ago or anything like that. Whilst the memory is still fresh in my mind, I'll make a note of what was actually said in the vision. Much good it may or may not do us.
Those are some of the key points you found out.
Yep.
Before you go.
Yeah.
And I'm
Also-
gonna... Yeah?
I'm gonna point Saya at that drug lab. She might want to recover some things. And also, let's check number 12, just in case there's anything in there.
Number 12 I described already. That was the one with the bloody alcove and stuff. And the dried blood.
I don't know if we want to go back to the room where the emissary's body was. I don't know if there'll still be darkness there, but I don't know if we want to retrieve what's left of the body to make sure it can get buried properly with all due respect or something. I don't know if we want to go, yeah, sorry, we found the body, but it got blown up, so we left it where it was. So
You'll need a shovel and a bucket.
Yes, well, or at least some of the tissue and stuff, so we can make it an effort at it.
Right.
You know, just and also if they have any kind of DNA, so that they can confirm it was actually him. I don't know if they can do that, but you know, I mean, we can always go. Feel free to go back there and retrieve it, but you know, just in case they want something.
As you're looking around this place, I have to remind myself where that was. Can you do whoever wants to do it, whoever's good at it, do a technology roll? Probably Yaya. She's probably quite good at this.
Okay.
Or Saya. Saya can help, or two people can help as well. So I could get.
I can help too. I have technology too.
Yeah, I let you. 2 people help on this, not 3. So +2.
Okay.
It's a maximum of 3 people can help.
I know. I'm overruling that.
Fair enough.
Because I know that one of you had that roll before and failed.
Okay, so +2.
Oh, that looks pretty good. 3 successes.
That'll do
The
it.
bits of technology that you're seeing, like the comms technology over here, the remnants, now you've got a bit more time to look at the remnants of that turret that was there. And some of the other stuff, technology you see. I think this is not Salosian. Yeah, this technology is local. It's from Kua or from Coriolis.
Ah.
The technology is. And you just think this is fine equipment. This is not something you just find anywhere in the supermarket, in local Walmart. This is proper military grade, fine equipment from Kua, possibly from Coriolis.
Right.
If we can, we should probably take it with us then. I mean, I don't know if it's portable, where it's bolted to the walls type stuff.
A lot of this is not portable, but you can possibly take the remnants of that turret, for example. You couldn't take that communications unit. Is she coming back? Elena? Back?
Yeah.
Good.
I was just trying to get rid of this. You still hear this background noise from me?
Yeah, it might just be, as you say, the fan. So you're going back to the other room? You're rounding up the remnants of what you can find, and there are some more vials of this drug, which looks similar to the one that Khalil took.
And what a blast that was.
About 3 doses of that.
Well, let's take them. We might find uses for them.
Yeah, for your notes, because we're going to probably skip a long block on this at least, you can call it 3 doses of emissary serum. Yeah, on your Artilucci.
Right, here we go. 3 doses of emissary serum. 1 moment, please.
That should give me enough to remember what it is, and we can get back to it. All right, so you then need to make your way to the rendezvous.
Yep.
You take the second grav loader and take both of them out there?
Well, we need to rendezvous with the doctor.
It's probably quicker. You can just communicate with the doctor and say, take them over there. We all need them. So, eventually you make your way through the jungle. You find the rendezvous place and a spaceship, like probably, what shall we say? scarab of some sort, unmarked, completely unmarked, gets down on an island in the swamp, and you all get loaded in. Like Cooper is in front of you, picks you up and says, "Oh, so we'll debrief you when we're back on the station."
Okay.
Anybody need any medical help?
I think we all need a rest.
Yeah, I have a small boo-boo, but just some rest would be helpful.
All right. And you fly back to the station. You dock in one of the outer docks, and you get brought into essentially a police station. Yeah, a very, very neutral-looking security place of some sort. Guard station or adjudicator station. Yeah, you get set down, and then you have to get debriefed. So, Cooper says, "So, what did you find? Did you find the emissary?"
We need to speak to the magistrate. She needs to hear this.
You can speak to me. I'll pass it on.
Okay, if you say so. We found what were the remains of the emissary.
Oh dear, so the emissary is gone.
Yeah, looks like he was tortured and then killed.
That will not go
However, when we
well.
got there, the emissary spoke to us, even though he was dead. We had a vision of his spirit. It said that this form was dead, but he wasn't destroyed, and an ancient enemy. Basically, filled them in with what happened. You know, weird big cloud.
Kuba records what you say. Yeah? It
Mhm.
basically says, you don't mind me recording this, right? So we've
No,
got
of course not.
it exactly right. Okay? and she-
Unfortunately, this is going to make us sound like doolallys, but hopefully they have some reason to believe us.
What I do is
Or something.
we give them a military report of basically what happened. We come in, we saw this, we saw the butterfly serif thing, we got driven off, we come back, we
I
invaded.
guess what I really would like to know is there anything you don't share? Anything where you say, no, we're not going to share this? Whatever reason.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be particularly open about this.
No.
Although I'm not volunteering the fact that I'm a mystic.
Is there anything from the vision that you want to ask a Cooper about? Or is this something you want to research independently afterwards? Or did you not even think of that?
Basically, I'm reading the vision again.
Uh-huh.
So does she know anything about the butterfly?
Yeah,
No, she has
'cause
not
that
heard of
ship
the
is
butterfly.
Extremely advanced. You know, more than the Pariah, more than
Show
Hang
image
on one
slash
second.
photo.
I just need to find something very briefly. It's going to take me a couple of minutes. Because there might have been something in the report of the Tawan incident.
Yeah.
You remember that?
The word rings a bell, but I don't remember it.
Tawan incident was the whole thing
It's
with
just the beginning. The
Khazali.
white butterfly will continue to chip away at the barricade.
Yeah, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it was
The last
the
voyage of the
incident with
Khazali, basically the
Oh.
Tawan incident is the collapse of that portal and the disappearance of the ship.
Mm.
That's basically what it is. Let me just open the PDF and look.
So it is one big long story. So the enemy closed the portal and tried to crash that ship and kill all those people.
Possibly. Okay, there was something in the report about a white ship or white butterfly, white lives. No, that's not it. You have a vague, just like me, yeah, you have a vague recollection of this, but she doesn't know the context closely enough. Just look for white.
What I want to make clear is that we've basically been warned that something is coming and its agents are moving and we need to be ready.
Make that very clear. It's good.
Yes.
But it's fine.
And also, I want to make sure we've got... I'm not basically turning around and going, So are you going to lock us up at this point? But I want to basically get, how discreet do you want us to be about what's happened?
Be discreet about the details.
I would think you would want us to be discreet about everything.
No.
The information that the emissary is dead is not something which should be made public, I would not have thought.
I'm thinking about everything. There was people being kidnapped off the station and being sold into slavery.
Yes.
And we've
What
recovered.
we will want to use, what we will want to tell and share is that you found out who was behind this. You found out that it was the Velocians who were kidnapping these mystics, and that cell, the terrorist cell, has been defeated by
We
you.
don't know that.
Yeah.
We found information saying the Martyr Strike team was a splinter group, but that could be disinformation we were expected to hear in the event that they were captured, and actually they were working with the full cooperation of their government, for all we know.
Possibly. But all the Zelosians are terrorists anyway, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we won't necessarily disagree, but whether or not it's a splinter cell, if it was just a splinter cell, we may have put a stop to this. If it wasn't just that splinter cell, there may be still people out there planning on continuing their mission.
Fair enough, we will keep an eye out for it, but what we will present you as is the brave group of heroes that punish those guilty for the kidnapping.
I'm happy with that.
I'd rather not be given anything like that. I mean, we should, for starters, if there are relatives that splinter cell, we could be in for reprisals. Couldn't you say that agents of the Coriolis government acted?
Yeah, you. What we need to face on this? I mean, we already have a famous paper. He is already famous.
We'll use his.
Okay.
Works for me.
Just him.
Yep.
You want to share the limelight?
Nope.
No.
Okay, we'll say that under Tahir's heroic leadership, the strike team of the Coriolis Guard has managed to find the kidnappers and punish them. Good enough?
Yeah.
Sound like
All
a plan.
right.
You can probably get a new jacket out of that.
Yeah, have you got maximum reputation yet?
No, I've got 9.
No, you've got 10.
Yay, back to 10.
The bulletin is full of this news. Yeah, this is being shared as with the sad news of the emissary having been truly lost now, not returning. At least we've got something positive to say, and the positive thing is we got rid of these kidnappers, and the mystics should be a bit safer, feeling a bit safer now. And that the Zelosians are the big enemy who were trying to kill all the mystics. So stoking that animosity between the Zelosians and the Zenithians. We have come up with better names that don't sound so similar. Anyway, do me a little bit of research, if you like.
Okay.
So, for example, just looking back at the description of the place of where the vision took place, where you met the emissary, there are a couple of elements you may want to just ponder. And they are just, again, of tasty morsels to entice you to come back next time we run the next part.
Well, next time you run, I'll be coming. There we go.
So, culture.
Yeah.
For example, there were these landscapes and the buildings that we saw in the visions.
The white spherical buildings.
White spherical buildings and those ziggurat temples. So you could potentially think, where are they? Let us use either an image database or our own knowledge to research this.
Well, once I can get my ship out of the dry dock and Suleiman lets us back on board, we can use the cultural database there.
Yeah, you can do that. The cultural database gives you plus...
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so somebody can do a culture test with +2 from the database, and anybody who wants to help.
On my culture. Does anyone have any better?
I have culture 1, which empathy 5, so that gets me 6 on culture.
Okay, so do you want to give us a hand?
Sure.
I have a total of 5 on culture.
You go back to your own ship.
2 on top of that?
Describe the scene as you come back onto your ship before we do this. What does it look like?
Okay, well, it's a Scarab ship, slightly modified. as it's been in dry dock, getting all the plush soft furnishings replaced, and Suleiman properly integrated with no chewing gum, baling wire, and gaff tape.
With the extra cabinet parked next to there, and then some cables running around. Yeah.
Yes, and
The ship has been waiting for you.
Greets us.
The ship essentially has been waiting for you. It had some sort of plastic oil over the entranceway and so on. You tear that open, you go back, and it's a bit dusty. You haven't been on there for a while. You invite Saya to come with you. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Nice,
think
thank you.
Khalil hasn't been on the ship yet.
Yeah.
No, we were on the other ship.
Yeah, you're on the other ship.
Welcome to the Aliyah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the same thing I always do, which is go and hug Suleiman's data cores.
So who's Suleiman? You have to tell you.
Suleiman, Khalil, Yaya, this is Suleiman. He is our ship intelligence.
I nod my head but say nothing.
He used to. Now, this ship is a little smaller than his last one, but
What's your ship
It
called?
does have the significant benefit of not being inside a sun.
yes.
What's your ship called
We
again?
rescued him from the Khazari.
Aliyah. It was called the Aliyah, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Aliyah.
It was a scarab. So this ship is very nicely repaired, has been overhauled, etc. And as you're being introduced, you hear this voice coming over the loudspeaker. Welcome back, Suleiman speaking. Will we be leaving soon?
We will. Of course, we've got bills to pay, places to go, archaeology to do. Plus,
I have indeed received some payment demands for your bill there in your inbox. Lease for the ship is due.
right, okay. Well, we did actually have enough money for several months' worth last time. I was being a bit of a skinflint. So, yeah, Suleiman,
Yes, Captain.
could you do a database search? Describe the dome buildings, the ziggurat, the yellow robe with simple floral embroidery in white and gold, with held together at the waist with 3 white ribbons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do me now the culture roll. As I said, assisted with your database.
Okay. What about
And with each
assistance
other.
from the other two?
That's fine as well. So +4.
That's +4.
Well, good. So what you find out from that is Suleiman tells you actually. There's Captain Tahir. My database search has not resulted in any known ziggurat temples on any of the known planets in the Third Horizon.
Right.
How about any
none
unknown
matching your
ones?
descriptions? But unknown ones I wouldn't know because they're not in the database by the virtue of them being unknown.
Do they?
They could be, but under the incorrect entries.
He just stares at you. Also, the ritual robes you were describing match possibly the Circle of Seekers. But they would not have that hat and shawl you were talking about. They look more like they are known of the Morgul fleet, which is a nomad, the subfleet out in the quadrant of the Pillar.
Right. So we got somewhere to go.
But it is just a record of the traditional dress that matched this description. I do not have any particular strong lead. They have
Does the description of the buildings resemble any architecture in your records?
We have some similar ziggurats, but they are of a different shape and height, different proportions. Furthermore, can you do me a science test, somebody?
I have a total of 4 in science. I'm assuming everyone else has got better.
I've got 7.
Yeah, it's probably good. Oh, 7 is good, though.
No, just 3.
3 plus your wits, so you've got 8. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
So shall we assist Yaya?
I'll help you with the science then.
Do me 8 plus 4.
Yes.
Yeah, roll me science with a +4.
Okay.
The computer can help with this as well.
+4.
That's 1, 2 sectors. Okay. Running the description of the planet as well. It says, I also ran a scan of the planetary databases, and you described a green planet orbiting a pair of pale suns.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's no record of this on any of our systems or databases, nor is there of the crops that you were describing to.
So, from somewhere else. So it's not in the third horizon.
Unfortunately, my searches of all my databases, even after being integrated into your ship systems, have made me fail. I did not manage to help you. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, the thing is, a negative answer is still an answer. Basically, this tells me that this place we saw is not in the third horizon, which means this enemy is from outside the third horizon, which means that maybe the third horizon is no longer alone.
Or it could just mean that the vision was not accurate in some respects,
No, because this
and is open to interpretation.
Yeah, the thing is, remember a couple of weeks ago, I was basically saying I had this sudden aha, because one of the whole bits about the Coriolis game is that we got the third horizon, and it was all closed off, and you had the 2 sets of settlers, and that's it. Now, it may just be that I've been reading some sci-fi books with a similar vein recently, but in these books, there was like a pocket area where people could get to for a while. Then it closed off, and then it opened again, and people were invading. And that's what got me thinking.
Just to summarize this briefly, to bring the session to a close as well, the whole premise of this is that there used to be several horizons, which are sets of jump gates and systems you can reach from them. They were settled at different times. The first horizon is basically where Ada is, where the old Earth is. Second horizon was the first other cluster of systems that they colonized, and then they found another one, the third horizon. They then started warring with each other, of course, as they do, and in the portal wars, they managed to destroy portals to the first and second horizon. So the third horizon cut itself off from the invaders. Great cost and great destruction, because that meant that they fell back into Dark Age because they didn't have the technology anymore. And this is called the Long Night, this Dark Age. And then this generation ship that was setting out from Elada 1,000 years prior, not using the portals, but actually just flying directly, arrived, and with all the technology and all the knowledge and scientists that generation ship brought with it, they rekindled the third horizon. So the third horizon started becoming wealthy and progressive again. And the remnants of that ship, the zenith of this big generation ship, the remnants of that is the station that you see in front of you. That's basically they rebuilt that ship into a space station. And that's where the Zenithians come from. So whenever we talk about the Zenithians, they're the people who arrived on the Zenith or their descendants. And there's a big the Zenithian hegemony. They are always going on about keeping their bloodlines pure and not wanting to mix with the so-called first come, the people who were here through the portals. A good 600 or 700 years before the Zenith arrived. So, that's just a bit of background on that one. I don't want to talk about it too long. So, you have now got a connection into the wider myth, if you like, wider political context. What do you want to do next? You are sitting on your ship, and you can make new plans. From our block structure, we are at the end of the long block now. I think after running lots and lots and lots of Coriolis, which I do enjoy, but I do think after running this very long campaign, which probably took us 13 sessions or 14 sessions now, I think, or 16 even, 2 whole blocks, I think I'm ready for taking a break. So I think I'm going to do some Cthulhu. So from Coriolis to Cthulhu is not that far in the alphabet. And we'll be back at some point in the future. But I would be interested to hear a little bit of your thoughts of whether you like the scenario, whether it was too railroady, whether it was good. Is there anything you would want to do differently?
I've enjoyed it. It's been different from the original game because we started off as archaeologists and it's more action based. But I think it suited. Unfortunately, the fact that people couldn't attend every week made things slightly difficult, and we're still lacking in certain skill sets.
We had a few crew changes, so that means we have a couple of gaps, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also we gathered a lot of fancy equipment, but that was on other people's character sheets that aren't playing anymore. So it'd be nice if we could, have we got the trauma kit and the spider doctor for the doctor, and useful stuff like that.
I still have the trauma kit.
Yeah,
The spider doctor's on the other ship, isn't it?
But yeah, it's. I think if depending on how many people we get playing, it might actually be worth hiring additional people to fill out the crew slots.
Yep.
Because before, me and Chris were the guns, and it was quite good. With only one of us, it can be a little lethal.
It can be. Yeah, you'll get some experience points and you can spend them. So,
yes.
Roll that. Oh. Okay. Our kitty here has discovered a way of getting through the Kafla. There she is. She was not supposed to for another week or so.
Where'd she go?
Where did Kitty go? Oh, yeah. There's Kitty.
Not so small anymore.
Not so small anymore. Still smallish, but she doesn't want to stay in my arm for way out. I'm going to get her onto the shoulder in a minute. There you go.
Pussycat?
Yeah, she's got.
You know what you want to do, Pussycat? Go stand on the keyboard.
No, don't stand on the keyboard. So, any other thing? Any other thoughts from the other people, especially those who have not quite taken as much Coriolis with me yet? What did you make of it?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked my character actually quite a lot. As you say, I've just only played this few weeks, so I have not gone into it fully to probably appreciate it fully yet.
If I offer this again, just jump in on that. Would you want to continue with this big campaign, or would you want to do some smaller pieces in different format, basically smaller missions?
Yeah, I think some smaller missions would be nice. Something a bit less high stakes.
To break it up a bit.
And maybe some more archaeology.
Yes.
Yeah, archaeology.
If I use the ship engine.
Good. Okay.
It was
I
quick.
don't mind. Is just using the same character. That would be nice.
Yeah, would not be feasible. So if I offer it again, that would be interest.
I muted it.
So
I muted it. Why is it ringing? No.
I don't know. Must be a high priority call or something.
Oh gosh, I just don't understand it. It's completely muted. I don't know. But I liked it, yes, and I think that I probably would have liked to see more of it. Yes, definitely. I like the ambience. I like the environment, the settings. It was very, very nice, and the pictures and the hands out and was really good as well.
This is when you read the rule book, there's so much in there, background and flavor. And this here's the star map, and every star system is different and has got different planets. And it just we've seen this much We've seen Coriolis, and with the other players, we've been in the Kuan system, and we've been down to Tower 1, but that's it. We have not actually explored any of the other stuff.
Yeah. I know I'm about to say something silly, but I'm comparing it with Traveller because it's just two of the science fiction that I have played more recently. And I know Andrew was in this game at the start, and he's a big fan of Traveller. Don't tell him, but I prefer Coriolis to Traveller.
I just say,
I don't know, something.
Me too.
The thing is about Traveller,
Okay.
who's owned hundreds of pounds worth of stuff in the past. It's it's a lovely game for making characters, but it's terrible to play.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I played it last when I was about 16, Traveller was 17. And I really enjoyed at the time building a ship, but it doesn't feel like it was filled with so much culture, so much backstory, so much interesting.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I think
it was just jump.
It has very generic sci-fi settings unless you really work at a lot of world building, I think, for Traveller.
I've got Elite Dangerous role-playing game as well, which is quite good. Okay.
This is deeper. I found it more, as you say, more background, more stories, and I think I would like to play it again.
Good. Glad to hear. So, watch out. Yeah, we'll put it on the pitch at some point again. But yeah, I think I've got the next long block now. I've got my eyes on some horror, some Cthulhu, one way or the other, Trail or Call of Cthulhu.
Are you running it online still?
Yeah, I'll see, because one of the things is good for me because I save the journey across to Milton Keynes. And when we finish late at 11, and then I still have to drive home, then I'm really knackered the next day. And this is actually allowing me more time.
Works well for me.
I probably will still do it online.
Excellent.
All right, everybody.
I already have put my name in it.
Thank you very much. You got me down to 0 darkness points. Well done. Haven't had that since we started playing. And I think I certainly end the stream now. If there's anything else you want to chip in, please do. But thank you, and hang on for your experience points. Unless you don't want any.
No, I want experience points. I was also thinking,